Hey guys, it's me, One Destined. I know you're probably shocked to hear from me again so soon, especially after yesterday night where I uploaded a video, where we did ClannadAAS related content. This video is not scripted. I'm just kind of doing it like sort of off key. That's why you're kind of seeing me playing Proteus here, which if you haven't gotten Proteus, by the way, you should definitely check it out. It's a fantastic game. But anyway, I wanted to kind of do like this video as sort of like a follow up because we actually got more people responded than I actually thought we would get. To be from perfectly honest with you, I was really thinking that we were just things were just going to kind of go at without anyone really noticing anything. So I guess I should probably explain what happened, because a lot of people have been asking questions, not just yesterday, but for years now, about what happened with Clan Another Bridge, and was yesterday's video me, just basically making some kind of subtle announcement that it's coming back. And I made a post. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. But I made a post the other day about how what's going on with Clan Another Bridge, and why we haven't uploaded anything. And I more or less roughly just explained that, like, hey, that the video was more or less meant to be a joke. And I mean that, like, completely in sincerity, is that I legitimately didn't believe anybody was actually going to watch it except Hillbeast himself. So essentially I made it kind of as like I guess you could say like an indirect like way of me just like poking fun at him, because the whole thing was kind of a joke based upon how we always used to make like these videos of being like where we would re-abridge the first episode, and then we would abridge that abridging of it, and then we kind of do that back and forth. And the video in question that I did make, which was called Clannad like reboot or whatever it was called, it's been, I don't even remember it already. See, it basically, what it was I was just kind of making it as like a bunch of inside jokes. It was more basically something that I was gonna upload and then send right to him just for the fun of it. But anyway, um, so yeah, it turned out actually you guys actually all saw it before he did, and I'm joined with Hillbeast right now. Actually, like he's in the room like with me. Do you want to say hi? Well, crikey, truth there, mate. If I didn't come. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jokes aside, though, so yeah, I did send it to him, and he has seen the video. I know he hasn't commented, and you guys haven't seen anything from him directly yet. I think it's mostly because he's still chewing this over, because there, a lot happened last night that we weren't really expecting. We were not expecting people that actually would come forward and say that they're still rewatching the series. Like, it's been 12, maybe I said 11 years before, but I feel like apparently it's like 12 or 13 or so now. But it's been a significant period of time since we did the series, so it's kind of a big deal that people still love it that much. Like, I'm kind of actually surprised that so many people love Clan Another Bridge. And to be fair, it was something that when we made it, we did it kind of as a really big passion project. And as I said before, Hillbeast he's the kind of guy that really likes to try to go above and beyond when he makes a joke like that. So it does really make us like feel really cool that even like years later there are still people that are actually watching it, because you don't get that often. So I guess it really to show that it does have some lasting power, which is great. Now, a lot of people have been asking, like, are we going to bring it back? Are we going to continue it? And, a lot of people are probably wondering if my answer, me making this video alone, is, me saying I'm changing my answer from what I said in the video, or in the, sorry, not the video, the response that I made as a post. And unfortunately, my answer hasn't changed significantly, but I can at least say that the fact that enough people have kind of like really expressed that they really love the series has changed a little bit. Not inherently meaning the series is going to come back inherently or anything like that, but it has it's had an effect. It has had an effect, and that effect is that after Hillbeast and I both saw, there was actually significant reaction to even just a little joke video that I made after 6 years of uploading absolutely nothing. That sorry, excuse me again, I have a cold. That there's still people out there that want to see more from us. And it's making us consider things. Like we're not openly dismissing or saying one way or the other on a lot of these issues, because again, I can't tell you what we'll be capable of pulling off. But we do know that there's a lot of people that are interested in seeing, a bit of the behind the scenes thing. So we've kind of at least made, I won't even say it's a concrete decision, but I'd say it's like close to gospel truth at this point. We've kind of been discussing it, and we kind of want to do like a little, I'm not gonna say like a documentary, but maybe more of like a podcast style format of a video where we kind of just talk about, what exactly, happened with Clan Another Bridge, and go about a bit behind the scenes, and talk about how, what we did to pull the series off and get it out the door the way we did. Maybe talk about some of the editing things. So I guess you could kind of call this as like the making of little video we want to kind of try to pull off. The video itself will probably be more, I'm not going to say it's going to be filled with lots of editing tricks or anything like that, because it's going to be more of an informative thing. And, there will be obviously our general, humorous anecdotes kind of sprinkled in there. So you'll get to see kind of a little bit of what's going on, what went on, back in the day. And just, talking about a little bit about, the struggles and the difficulties we had with making the series, along with some of the funner parts. I could go into all that in this video, but it would feel so much more interesting, I think, for you guys if I did it while he was here, because I think you guys would get a really good kick out of some of his takes and the things that happened and behind the scenes, and just kind of really seeing like how difficult it was to even just pull the whole thing off. In general, it wasn't an easy take. I think this is probably like the best way to go to in the event that maybe one day our passion will be reignited to where we can actually finish the series, but I can't promise anything with that. But at the very least, I can say that this gives us, at least, or not even us, sorry, gives you guys like a little bit of, I guess you could say, closure on the whole thing. And then on top of that, it's like another piece of content from us after all this time, sort of like a thank you to everybody that like really just supported us throughout all the years. Now, a lot of people have been even asking, what we've been up to. That's the other thing, is a lot of people asking what we've been up to. And I feel like this video will kind of showcase that a lot, of like what exactly we have been up to. Now, granted, I'll go into that a little bit in this video, is I myself actually do have my own YouTube channel now. After Clan Another Bridge, I learned actually quite a bit from Hillbeast, and I did a lot of editing for other people's channels myself. I can't go into the details of what channels I edited for, because there's like non-disclosure agreements and all that. And and I don't want to like, I don't want to like violate those, but I do have my own channel right now. If you guys do want to kind of follow what I do, at least for the time being, I do have my own channel. It is called CLO Wisp. So it's at YouTube. So it's youtube.com at CLO Wisp. So it's SEAL and then OWISP. I'll put a link in the description for anybody if you guys want to check it out. Again, it is not a comedy themed channel though. That's the thing, is that's probably why I didn't post it in the first place, like when I eventually made it, or like even when I was kind of getting started out on this channel, is because it's not exactly the kind of content that you guys are used to from me. So I didn't want to like I don't want to spam you guys with something that I don't know if you guys are even going to be remotely interested in. But I'll leave it in the link just in case people do want to see interesting, do see my channel from me. Again, all subscriptions are, welcome. Now, is Hillbeast working on another channel or another series of other videos? I can't answer that completely, but as far as my current knowledge is, I don't believe he is. But again, that could change. And it's kind of like why I want to do this little video, kind of showcasing, what we've been up to. So yeah, I don't have an exact ETA yet. We're still working out a schedule to, really pull this off. I'm gonna guesstimate maybe sometime within the month or something like that. That's probably my earliest guesstimate, but I can't give you any exact just because there's really no way because his schedule and my schedule are very busy. We both have full-time jobs now. I'm married, so there's a lot on our plates, but we'll get into the more of the details as we go down the road here. But yeah, for everybody that is still like subscribed to us and watching, we definitely really appreciate it, and we really hope you guys are gonna enjoy what we have to put out. Again, it's scary. Excuse me. Again, I have a cold. But yeah, again, we really want to try to do something interesting that we think you guys are gonna like. We're not doing stuff just for the heck of it. But yeah, we're hoping to have it out, like I said, within a couple of weeks, maybe. We can really get a good idea of where we're currently standing, and maybe sometime down the road we can finish ClannadAAS. I don't know. Like I said, it's been years. And the last episode we were working on, I would say that we would definitely have to like redo the entire thing. Like we couldn't just be like, oh yeah, just pump it out. Like I think with how much time has passed, it's probably better to just redo it. But yeah, so for everybody that has been following us for all these years, we really, really appreciate it. We appreciate all the support you guys have given us about, just for my video, just from the other day. Even though, again, I just made it as a big, ridiculous joke. Not even realizing anybody would even think twice about it. So it is nice to see. But yeah, so you guys can check us out. Keep your eye on what the channel and stuff. We might have something up very soon. And again, and if you want to check out my channel, like I said, it's I'll leave a link in the description. It's at CLO Wisp. But yeah, if you like that kind of content, that's basically what I do now. A lot more structured work. But yeah, we really, really appreciate it, guys, and thank you guys so much for basically supporting us for all these years, and apparently still supporting us, which is, I know I'm kind of rambling, I'm repeating myself, but I think we're both just kind of blown away by the fact that there's anybody still watching after all this time, and I think that's just what's just really incredible to us, because there's a lot of memories with us attached to the Abridged series, and because it really is kind of like how me and Mark became friends in the first place. It was the kind of the project that kind of united us. I was, and we could talk a little bit about my history, because some of you guys who are OGs may remember that I had a channel called One Destined, Team One Destined, and I didn't go too far, but I ultimately kind of focused more on Team Kuro Bro rather than One Destined. But yeah, like I said, we'll get more into that in the video. But yeah, it's great to see that people out there are still watching and enjoying and having a good laugh, even almost 15 years later at this point. I know I keep changing the date. All right, so I think that's probably enough of me rambling. I might do some periodic update videos along the way, kind of about the progress on what we're doing in terms of the video that I'm in question that I'm talking about. But other than that, cheers, guys. I hope you guys have a good one, and thank you guys so much for all the support. We really, really do appreciate it especially after all this time. All right, well, I will see you guys relatively soon.